Hello everyone, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I react to video game music from games I've never heard about or played. I myself am a musician. I've been playing guitar for many years. Today I'm going to be doing a Patreon Platinum request for Fly. This is The Legend of Heroes, Trails of Cold Steel 4, Lyrical Amber, also known as Sen no Kiseki 4. I've heard a little bit about this game. Kind of a mixed bag. There's a lot of different sounds in this game. So I'm excited to hear what else is left. It's been a little bit since the last time. Fortunately for us, Fly has her back requesting these. So here we go. This is Lyrical Amber. Nice name. I wasn't kidding when I said it's a mixed bag. That synth sound just sounds like waves to me, ocean waves. Percussion has joined the mix. I feel really safe with this kind of song. Lovely. It's already catchy, I already know it. Should go back up in the note right here. And then it goes up again. All I'm going to say right now is that this image is very fitting for what I see in my head. Interesting percussion choice. I like how they use the same melody with different instruments, just to emphasize, like, we really think this melody's special, so you're gonna hear it multiple ways. That's so pretty. Okay. This might catch you by surprise. I think a lot of people think that I just like really heavy, fast stuff, which of course I do. But in case you didn't know, I listen to everything, of all genres, all speeds, all emotions. To me, music is art, quite literally art. Um, to me, this even if I didn't see this image, I promise you, the first thing that would have popped into my head would have been like a village, a little town center or something like that. Item shops, whatever, chimney with a little smoke coming out, pie on the windowsill. I'm not sure if that's exactly what's happening here, but it's pretty close. It looks, something similar to what I would see in my head. And it fits. It just really fits. This song is so simple. It's meant to loop probably endlessly for a very long time. So you're probably in this area where you hear this for a very long time. Maybe like a central point before you drift off into, the wilderness or something like that. So definitely has that like idle vibe to it, which is good because, what kind of there's a game that comes to mind. I keep forgetting. Stardew Valley. I've never played it, but I've seen some streams of it. And when I think of music kind of like this, I think of like games like Stardew Valley. And I've never played it, but the music from that game resembles this quite a bit. It's just endless loops of like just really cool like jams that just kind of put you into this world. And that's kind of like the focus. You're just kind of there. You get lost in it. Time just goes by. And I got that from this. Because from what I've heard from Trails of Cold Steel, I've heard like some crazy metal from it. I've heard a lot, and then this one starts off with this just ding ding, piano, and then just kind of like this really enchanting, almost like childlike melody. So I could even see like kids like running around and like playing and stuff. It's a very wholesome. Like I said earlier, I sounded like safe here. Which probably goes hand in hand with like a safe house. But it just felt like this is kind of like your resting area, your home spot, so to say. One thing I found kind of interesting in this one is I wasn't expecting the percussion section. It worked, don't get me wrong, it's it is what it is. But this could have definitely survived on its own as just the melody without any percussion. So either or, this song can survive without it, which is pretty strong if you think about it. There's not a lot of VG. Well, there is, but there's not too many where if you removed something entirely from it, it may not sound as great. It's still cool because maybe you're biased or you remember it. But if you take a certain thing out or put a certain thing in that's not originally there, you're gonna be like, But in this one, I'm 100% certain it can survive however you mix it. So basically what I'm saying is like if there's covers of this on YouTube, it probably just works any way that it does. Percussion gone, more added, different instruments. It's just a simple, catchy melody that just builds on itself, goes up the chord progression, and then comes back down to the piano loop part. So it's just a really wholesome, simple song. But to me, less is more, and this song is kind of the definition of less is more. So, but on top of that, besides the song itself, this game, which still haven't seen what it looks like besides, I guess, this. And no, I think this is the first time I see like any sort of image from the game. I've only seen the logo before and the title screen. So I don't know what it is. I'm guessing, I'm just assuming here, don't grill me. I think it's probably a JRPG or some sort of RPG. And man, I've heard some crazy black and white. I've heard some intense stuff. I've heard not intense stuff. And then this. So it kind of tells me that there's like a lot of care for the product. And they thought of everything, and they didn't just do a one-dimensional thing for the whole game. There's nothing wrong with that. Some games require that. Every game is different, There's no right or wrong way. But when you have a game that has multiple sounds from different parts of the world, different flavors, different tempos, different keys, it shows they care. It shows they care. And there's a big emphasis on the art of it, of what this part looks like and what it's meant to sound like being here, instead of just like one song that plays over XXXXX. So I really like this one. This might be like one song that you might hear me use like in the background of me talking, because it's just one of those like, if you're ever feeling stressed or need a time to just unwind for 1 minute of your day, just listen to Lyrical Amber. Listen to songs like this. It'll bring you down. There's like no way you can be stressed listening to this. You know what I mean? At least in my opinion. Music is powerful, and to me, this is kind of like the embodiment of that. And it's a very simple melody that pretty much anyone can make. There's nothing really, for lack of a better word, there's nothing really exciting going on here. There's nothing like groundbreaking. It's just, a very simple song, but it just shows you that like anyone can do this. You don't need to be necessarily musical or playing an instrument for thousands of years. You just can hear this in your head and then translate it onto instruments and paper and what have you. So really cool song. Really cool song. Man, this game is very interesting, and it's now going to be one of those games I keep on my radar of like, oh, it's one of these, because I don't know what to expect every time. Some games you can kind of maybe be like, okay, well, it might sound like this. You've heard a couple of them and you're like, oh, get an idea. But this series, I have no clue. I've now heard so many parts of the spectrum. Next is going to be like a country bluegrass hybrid. But that's cool though. That's cool. I like to stay on my toes. So thank you, Fly, for that, and thank you to the community of The Legend of Heroes and Sen no Kiseki. If you want to do the same thing, you can request it to me on Patreon or PayPal. Those are guaranteed ways, but they're not necessary if you want to submit your VGM for me to check out. And if you do not want to wait, there is a huge waiting list. If you do not want to wait, there is the Platinum tier, which Fly is a part of. They shot to the top of the request line, and more info on that is on Patreon. And a big shout out to the rest of my supporters that do that, such as DJ Singletone, Turn Arclight, Roguemok, Moon Knight, and Vincent. Thank you so much. Thank you to these names scrolling down, and to you for watching, and to the community for continuing to recommend songs for me all around the world. So until next time, dudes and dudettes, my name is Jesse. This is the Auditorium. I'll see you later.